are taking roots, and also we are observing like the succession, the professional in those areas. So those are kind of activities. And the other problems in the world is the conflict, human and human conflict. To address that, this kind of policy have done wonders over the years. They have done the management cleansing, they have done food referencing, right in the mutual trust between the villages and the forest directorate, and the shared equitable benefit sharing mechanism of sharing 40% of the tourism revenue through those references. So that is what like that. So with that, I would like to
So actually, the Sundarbans protects us because when we are in extreme climate conditions, there are storms, there are cyclones. It's those mangrove plants which are protecting us. So I think we need to pay more attention to those mangroves and give them a big hand. So now I would like to talk more about the tiger as an apex species. So, an apex species is a species that is on top of the food chain. So, the tiger is a predator, it's on top of the food chain, and then you have the deer, then you have the grass, you have the water. So, if the tiger population is healthy, then you can assume that the ecosystem. So, if the tiger is doing well in the Sundarbans, then you can assume that the Sundarbans is in a good condition. There are at present over 100 tigers in the Sundarbans. So, how are these tigers maintaining the ecological balance? How are they creating a system of interdependence? We'd like to explore that a little more. So, Devmanu has been involved in the tiger census, and we'd like to know from him how is this helping in the conservation of the Sundarbans and what are the West Bengal Forest Directorate's efforts.
So, as I mentioned earlier, that if you need to conserve something, you need to know what we have. Then only you can conserve that. So, for Sundarbans, at one point of time, it was used to be believed that we have 300 odd acres only in the Indian part of Sundarbans. But that census method was Western climate census methods, and the ecosystem like Sundarbans, which is impacted by tides and salinity, and upwards after peak alkalinity, that figures are based on better. So then we enter the natural, which is more direct evidence based technique. The challenge for that is implemented in a place like Sundarbans where tides govern the plain. So 30% of the landmass gets inundated in between high tide and low tide. So that's the difference, and that's the challenge you have. And you are counting tigers based on the conventional definition. So the Forest Directorate and the research organizations come together all while at that point of time was struggling to find out the best suitable methodology to count tigers in the Sundarbans. So we, along with the Forest Directorate, Forest Directorate gave us permission to test a methodology for counting tigers and other species in a place called Ocean Village Sanctuary, which is outside the tiger reserve, so you don't have that fear of tigers. You can roam around easily. The fear of snake is there. True. Ocean reserve. A single species is not that program, but it was there in numbers. So you have to be very careful about that. So we started our campaign exercise, and we as a team didn't have that experience of camera trapping in a place like Philippines. So what we did, look for good places, to identify units, saying that this might be the supervision. And just a brief supermoon uh, happened. And supermoon is an event, and the artist closest to the moon. And all of the, and the tidal level impact at point. And all our 10 conventional units are underwater. So that was the most costliest learning we had. And then there was a quiz that you mentioned us, but you're missing the main fact. That is the tide. And the team stayed there for a few days inside the forest by camping and then observed that Kochian has a big road, which is on the highly elevated road. And during the high tide, all the predator and prey are moving towards that road. So they are maintaining the same distance among each other, but all the animals, be it predator or the prey species, they are moving towards the road. That clicked our mind. Came back as a team from the forest, and there was Port Trust of India, they published the principles. So we procured them. We plotted them and we found in a month there is a particular day which is the Ganga high tide is the highest. And that tricked the methodology to be possible. That if we start our climate change exercise during that highest point of view, it is unlikely for the next 30 to 40 days, those Canada can be, if we find those places which are not even better at that point of view, then we can test cameras there for the next 30 to 40 days easily, without cameras being involved. And we got success in Rocky and by climate trapping. That success translated into tiger in the Clinton Mountains South India before the tiger reserve. So at that point of time, that area used to live to have 5 to 6 tigers. And the climate trap we found 20 tigers. And that area declared as a wildlife sanctuary, which is the largest sanctuary at present in Singapore, the Western Wildlife Sanctuary. And again that translated into the other one of the organism and Austrasian district because that methodology has been accepted by NBC and methodology to be followed for monitoring in Singapore. And the last census, forest department did, which showed a figure came out of around 100 plus tigers. We have seen cameras placed all over the Sundarbans in almost the 12 locations. Tigers came to be captured in Sundarbans. And now the directorate are more focusing towards how to manage this population because now they have a certain idea about what they have. So they are now more focusing how they can manage these tigers, how they can minimize the conflict and those things. So that's truly
Congratulations. And you know, in Sundarbans, it's all about tides. In Calcutta, in the, you know, in other areas, it's about the clock. 12 o'clock we do this, 3 o'clock we go there. In Sundarbans, if you try to go by the clock, you won't be able to go anywhere because of the tide. When is the tide coming in and you can sail, and when is the tide going out? So their lives are determined by the tide. It's a very different way. So, Joydeep, I would like to ask you what is the role of joint forest management committees? If you can tell them a little bit about what it is, their role in preserving biodiversity.
It is basically what Raghu was saying. So, the joint forest management. Joint forest management is actually in short it is called JFMC. These are the this is basically this describes or this underlines the role of the fringe population of humans who stay all around the tiger reserve or as you said around the areas of areas where there are not tigers but that are not part of the tiger reserve. They are rather part of the West Sundarban sanctuary. So in every village, the villages which surround the tiger reserve, in every village, the forest department has set up several committees with representation from those particular villages, and they have the role to help the forest department in maintaining what was the health of the forest. It is conservation approach through the locals, and it is without the support of the locals, I believe, that no wildlife can be saved. It is not just in Sundarban, but nowhere. My friend Mehta is sitting over there. Mehta knows how difficult it is to save the fishing cat unless the local people, as they were mentioning, unless you involve the local people in a very strong way, unless the local people have built their ownership on the species or on the habitat, it is impossible to conserve. And also at this point of time, every passing day we are becoming so much selfish. Each one of us sitting in this entire hall, we are becoming selfish with every passing day. And in such a scenario, if you cannot build or if you cannot gain confidence of the local people, the people who actually share space with wildlife, it is impossible. You tell me how many forest officers are there and how many forest guards or people who have worked, how many NGOs, how many individuals are there who are protecting the forest or who are trying to protect the forest. They are nothing in numbers compared to the required people that we need. And this is where the role of jail commission is.
The community is the key. If the community is involved, then we can get much better results. Aditya, tell us about the integrated mangrove agriculture. I mean, we are interested because it's about the Chimney March.
Actually, when I was working in Sundarban, I think 20 years back, we were working more on dentistry and a lot of other activities around data sciences and all that. We practically were driving in 2009. I completely changed my dimension of looking at Sundarban because I found that day onwards I started looking at the ecosystem very different. Because it's the ecosystem that we are playing with, the wonderful game we are playing just because of this. That we all are connected. All the dots are connected in this ecosystem. And like the mangroves are really very important in Sundarban. In 2009, I realized that we do. If the mangroves are not there in the Sundarban, it's very difficult that we will have tigers, we will have everything, even further. So we started looking how to preserve the mangroves, which is very, very critical for the entire South Bengal. You must understand that. And then we started, as we got that in that chain that we had, it was going back and forth to the mangroves, natural mangroves. So the mangroves, it brings the fish, the shrimps, the crabs. And that's the reason, as I was saying, that we are considering we love fish because it's deep with fish, variety of fish. It's not, it's not that diversity preferences also. Now, the question is, when the shrimp, which is so dear to us, I know many of us are having a shrimp, it's sitting in the prawns, it's very, very delicate food for us, palatable plate for us. But the fact is that when in the 1980s, the shrimp culture started, and it started destroying the mangroves. So that was the tragedy. People must win. So when we love something, we destroy the cause of it. So we love shrimp, that was okay. We believe in shrimp, that was also okay. We destroyed the cause, which was making the shrimp. So we cleared away all the mangroves and shrimp ponds. When it did not sustain, and we know that our all consignments are getting cancelled and there's no market because now it's intensive, it's heavily antibiotic. I'm not alarming, but you should. Because it's important that what we eat, where is it sourced from, where is it coming? So if you find it repeatedly, is bringing that again back into shrimps. And we are very happy that in 2019 when we started, it was one farmer among the 2.5 million people who agreed to work with us. Now we have 52 in 3 years and it's expanding. And now at least 100
So, and it is also credited that global sea level rise rate is higher, 2 millimeter than we have in the global sea level rise. So, if there is an upward migration of mangroves and we have all these mangroves already built so that the resilience of the ecosystem continues and with that waste and increased value and mangroves takes the place. So that's the idea. So watch out in the mushrooms and prawns you are eating. I would like you to be conscious of that, what you are eating. Where is the source coming from? How is it prepared? That's important for the connecting the earth and the ecosystem. So that brings us to my last question, and I think the ban is that what can we do in the urban space to protect the tiger and the ecosystem and actually protect and preserve ourselves, as she's saying about shrimp. I mean, we are all connected here. As much as we may want to wish it away, we can't. We are part of this ecosystem. So how do we protect each other? The tiger being protected by us, we being protected by the tiger, by the mangrove. What can we do as urban people? Who would like to go first? Jyoti? Awareness.
Only today when I was coming to this program, I was watching somebody posted a photograph on Facebook. And there is a tiny piece of land with one, it's a grassland,